There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Detroit Lions. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. Lions defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Irvin. There he goes left side. He may go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. A nice little juke. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Play action now. Dart. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
2nd and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That good for 19 and a 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The Lions at 2-7 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Throwing his dart. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 40 yards rushing so far. This is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit is...
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll be out of bounds out near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Throwing, Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a box first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And pass past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 62 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten tonight off to a hot start. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 more yards there and another first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays coming to the NFL.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. That's complete right side. It's to Shaw. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 35, here's a second down and 9. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Our score after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, the pressure nearly got him in the end zone, but he's able to get rid of it just in time.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
That's caught. Emeka. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Down. 45.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On play action, Young out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Here we go, set. Watch it. 6. Claws ready. Ready.
Young to throw it. Open man is Ibuka. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Ready. 60 ready. 60 ready. Ready?
They'll throw again. Young to the left side. He gets this one to Ibuka. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and
Young here, you can see changing the play.
Double. Real green.
They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Ready up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Young. A quick throw there is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football. But something they lose build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Dart. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all that joy, right? Because that's what you get when you go in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 90 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's the result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the shotgun, it's Young. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Buccaneer first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly. quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
That's completed right side to Palmer. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
Now Young. Dancing to his left. Well, Young loses it. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now it's the backup Mayfield. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go now.
Young now. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Young to throw it. Buying time to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Young will set to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
A great effort there, as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
The kick is good.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They go play action with Dart. That is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
I'm not a bus. All my people there. On what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to shut it down. Whatever, I got your money up. Believe what I got, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Who did on everything that I love. Church.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. completion. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
What an advantage having a lead guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
3rd and 5.
To throw now, Dart. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Yeah, it's a 4-yard loss. Really sets them back now for 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks,
And that one ended up going backwards.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jamison Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
The kicker on for the point after.
The extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Buccaneers 17. Jack Fox to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start on the ground with Irving. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Bucky Irving. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Buccaneers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
The kick is good.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Breaks through the contact. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
29-yard line.
Yeah, really with the... I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That's good.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Dart. A short throw to Musgrave. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 7.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Throwing middle, and it's complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Lion. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
That'll be caught by St. Brown. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it and they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Counter play, here's Gibbs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, You saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on third down? Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot, but we got in these situations, and they were carrying us home. I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher, and all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. Another run for Gibbs here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. He's throw a good one, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down after a short pickup. So they take a big chance there. And the result, a modest gain.
3rd and 6.
On third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Touchdown. Trey Palmer, 27 yards. And the Bucs are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Oh, what a nice return, but he takes a good shot at the end of it. 39-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll take this to the near side of midfield before going out of bounds. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A play fake, and now it's Dart. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here comes second down. Here's Dart. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
after getting this one across the 40.
Nice call on defense, rolled out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
Here's Dart. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ready. 52 blaster. Ready.
The play fake. Now Young. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Opposite.
Handoff running left, Irvin.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. 33.
Here's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Buccaneers.
Young. Open man is Ibuka.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A run up the middle with Irvin.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He was taken down behind.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard
Now
line.
Young. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Brevin Jordan, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Throwing, Dart. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 56 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Rolling to his left. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Young to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. I'm trying to be a man, it can stay friendly. We could do the beach, we can hang out. Yes, her and the E go to my house. You can spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't much. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams.
Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you around if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to give back, that's recoupment. Always have their two hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train the dragon like. And either way, it ain't gotta be love.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more.